and our group is going to introduce you to Ghidra. What is Ghidra? Ghidra is a software reversing engineering suite of tools developed by NSA's Research Directorate in support of the cybersecurity mission. It was released recently, and we became curious about it and wanted to check it out. Ghidra is a software reverse framework that includes a suite of full-featured, high-end software analysis tools that enables users to analyze compiled code on a wide variety of platforms including Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Capabilities include disassembly, assembly, decompilation, graphing, and scripting, along with hundreds of other features. Ghidra supports a wide variety of process instruction sets and executable formats and can be run in both user interactive and automated modes. Users may also develop their own Ghidra plugin components and/or scripts using the exposed API. Ghidra is full-featured. It includes a powerful code browser, a graph viewer, a decompiler, hundreds of scripts, various search facilities, undo-redo support, a server for collaborative work, program diffing tools, and much more. We will now show you how to install Ghidra and show you an example of a Ghidra website.
Hi everyone, my name is Chris, and today we'll talk about installing Ghidra. If you'd like to grab the official guide, all this information is there. It's in at this URL here. So the requirements are pretty basic. You just need 4 gigabytes of RAM, 1 gigabyte of storage, Java 11 JDK, an operating system that supports Windows 7 or 10, but you're going to need a 64-bit OS. And Linux as well is 64-bit, and they say they prefer CentOS, but it should work on most distros. And Mac OS, you need a 10.8.3 or newer. So it pretty much runs on anything, Windows, Linux, and Mac. Installation, you download and install Java Runtime and Development Kit, JDK, if you don't have that already. Number 2 is download Ghidra. And 3, extract Ghidra files. You don't need to install it as a program. You can just open the executable, open the Windows bash file, and run it like that. And the last step is to add JDK to your path. These 4 steps are all the same in Linux and Windows, but today I'm going to walk you through installing this on Windows 10. So in Windows 10, you download the JDK, again 64-bit. This is the Java development, so it has the runtime and development kit. Make sure to get JDK. Here's the current URL for that. Download it, save it, and run it, install it. Then download Ghidra. Go to Ghidra's website here. Click this big download button. It's going to be the same for Windows or Linux. You can also see some other releases, and take a look at the GitHub source if you'd like to, and verify the download. It's always a good idea if you can take a peek at this and verify that as soon as it's done. So we have the compressed file. Extract the files. So on Windows 10, you right-click and click Extract All, and move them to the directory where you want Ghidra to live. So anywhere you want it to stay for good, just extract that there. And then add GDK to your path. So this is add Java to your system path, your environmental variables. So it's fairly simple. Windows 10, open open the environmental variables window. So to do that, you just click on Start. You type in system variables. Click on Edit the system environmental variables. This window will pop up. Click on Environment Variables. And then this window will pop up. Make sure to click Path down here. And then Edit. Add New. And add the path of where JDK is installed. This is the default. If you didn't change anything, this is where it will be installed by default. Otherwise, go and enter where you installed JDK, Java. And that's it. Then you open wherever you extracted Ghidra. You double click. This is the Windows file. You're going to double click that and it'll open up. This is the main menu. There's a lot of information online. There's a tutorial you can go through, and I think my my teammates will talk more about that. Thank you.
Today, first off, we started with Gary's Microsoft Azure hosted web page that he set up for us under a WordPress website. I started off by selecting a simple theme with an open layout and a few simple pages. To keep it simple, I selected a few pages that would cover what we needed. With the WordPress dashboard, I made a few pages and deleted some of the pre-mades that we didn't need to fit our needs. Once I had my pages, I went to the live editing to choose the colors and images for our website. I did add in a Ghidra site icon as well as a Ghidra logo and background. Once I was done with all of my changes, I published the site to check it out, made sure that it was good and fix any errors. I was able to fix up a couple typos and a couple errors that I made throughout, as well as edit some of the pages and what their content was. And after that, I had my team review the website. We talked a little bit about it and made sure that those pages were going to fit our needs. And after they approved of the site design, we moved forward with the site to add all the information that we had. Alright, that's all I've got really.
Okay, I'm Brandon. I'm gonna go over the About page. Ghidra is a free open source tool that was released by the NSA. The software reverse engineering framework helps dig around the source code, which might lead to detection of viruses or threats or bugs. Ghidra is also a Java-based application and is available for Linux, Windows, and macOS. The application does not need to be installed. It simply is just an executable. All you have to do is extract and run. And I'll send it off to you, Katie.
Okay, I'm talking about the use cases. As far as it goes, there's a pretty huge variety of different process instruction sets. Executable formats go. Both, the user interactive and both an automation mode. And then I shall send it off to you, Dan.
All right, hey, my name's Dan. I'm going to be talking about why this is important, and we've got a good list of things here as to why this is important. I think one of the biggest things here is the collaborative work that you can do in this, especially for malware researchers. If you're trying to reverse any kind of malware, that's going to be huge. For being able to collab on something like that is enormous for those kind of people. I think another big thing of this is why is it important is it's kind of the NSA reaching out to the greater community of computer engineers and computer security experts and saying like, hey, we made this, you can use this, which is kind of unheard of because it's kind of been the NSA versus everybody else for a really long time. So I think it's really cool that they release this software for free and for everyone to use. That's huge. Not only that, but it is a very, very powerful tool with some very, very cool things designed by some very smart people at the NSA. Powerful code browser, graph viewer, they got a decompiler there, hundreds and hundreds of scripts you can use to mess with this thing to your pleasure. Various search facilities, and undo, redo, and some program diffing tools there, as well as much, much more. It's a pretty hefty program, so I think that's going to be it for our discussion on Ghidra, and hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you.